All right, well here we are in Acadia National Forest and we're about to do the Gorge path up to Cadillac Mountain. Got our first little marker right behind us and we're about to head up. Stair after stair after stair. Going up the mountain. All right, well we're about 3/4 of the way there. That's where we came from. This is where we're headed. On up the mountain. It's been very steep on this portion, so it takes a lot of work. This is where video just doesn't do it justice how steep that is that we just came up. But it is steep. All right, well we're coming up to the intersection of the Gorge Path and the Door West Mountain Trail. Takes us to the top of Cadillac Mountain. Mountain Summit, 0.5 kilometers. All right, well we made it to another intersection where we're going up to Cadillac Mountain, and this is what we're greeted with. I don't know if you can see the little blue dot on that boulder up there, but it looks like we're going straight up. All right, from up out of the gorge, finally get to our first view. See the morning clouds blowing through here, right in between the two mountains. You can see the water out there in the distance. All right, well we're not quite to the top of Cadillac Mountain yet, but the clouds have cleared out. We have a wonderful view of the water. Beautiful view from here. We're gonna go on up to the top. On up there. I don't know if you can see the people up on the very top. All right, we can see behind me the last half mile of this hike has been a bunch of rock scrambling, kind of coming up. Still pretty steep, but man, are the views worth it. Pretty awesome up here now that the clouds have cleared out. We're even up higher than the other side of the mountain over there. You can see back there, and the water on the other side of that mountain. It's crazy. Well, we've gotten into another cloud. We're just about to the top. You can actually see the people up on top of the mountain there. Way up there. That's the top of Cadillac Mountain. So I hope this cloud passes before we get up there. Keep going this way for now and go on down the trail. All right, we're on the Summit Ridge Trail, but as you can see, the clouds have moved back in. Not much to show you at the moment. Let's hope that it'll clear up for this ledge over here if the cloud will pass on through. It'd be pretty awesome looking out over this way if we could see. Right, well we made it to the top of the mountain on Cadillac Mountain, and unfortunately the weather has not permitted for us to get a great view once we got up to the very top. It's just been like this the whole time. All right, well we're about to hike down the Cadillac North Ridge Trail. We hiked to the top of the Cadillac Mountain via the Gorge Trail, but we're gonna hike back down on the North Ridge and see what that's like. All right, well we were blessed with a minute of a view among all the clouds that have been coming by on the North Ridge Trail as we're coming down. This view from just near the summit. We've only been on the trail for like 2 minutes, but you can see Bar Harbor off in the distance over there. That's where we're staying. And all the pretty islands. Beautiful water. It's an amazing view from up here when you can get a chance to see it. All right, well, North Ridge Trail going down. Pretty flat the first part of the way going down it, but we are onto the steps now and going down the elevation quickly. All right, well, walking out to another good view. I think the clouds have definitely burned off this elevation. So everything's beautiful up here. Definitely worth it. Bar Harbor over it. All right, well, we just made it to the bottom of the North Ridge Summit. We're down on the street here. You can see there's a little bit of parking behind us. We got to walk back to our car since we had gone up the Gorge path. I've definitely put the Gorge Path as #1, but man, this hike was pretty awesome as well. Had a great time, hope you enjoyed. Alright, we can see the path to Bar Island behind me. The island in the distance and some people walking across the land bridge there. It's just gotten low enough to get over to a second little island. It's going to take a little bit more before it completely connects and everyone can get on over there. And we'll check it out. This was the first point that was still covered in water when we first got up here. The tide went down about 6 to 7 inches in about 20 minutes. So we're actually walking the waiting game for the last part of the water to recede. All right, we made it across the land bridge. You see back towards Bar Harbor, and we're headed over towards Bar Island, right there. Pretty flat little lazy stroll, a little bit uphill. Headed towards the summit of Bar Island. See if there's a view from up there. So all that waiting on one side to get across the land bridge, only for it to be completely open at this point. Well, yay, we made it and we didn't get trapped on the island. We're back in Bar Harbor now. Alright, we just came down from out the restaurant entrance of the Jordan Pond house, down to Jordan Pond, and you can see the bubbles in the background. We're walking out to the beautiful view of Jordan Pond. Getting some parking was quite a problem, but now that we're here, it's pretty awesome. Well, it's not a calm day wind-wise, so you can't see into the water as much, but supposedly you can see in it very deep, but it's definitely very pretty here. I'm a sucker for the mountain views, but hey, mountain and lake, can't beat that. All right, morning 2 in Acadia National Park. We're heading to Otter Cliffs. So it's about 6:30 in the morning, maybe quite. Donuts and coffee. And this is what we're looking at. Beautiful scenery, and we're hoping sunrise is gonna come up any minute here. All right, we're heading from the Otter Cliffs towards Thunder Hole. See Sand Beach way off in the distance, right in the middle of the screen, very far back, but it's absolutely gorgeous all along the ocean path here. Pretty nice. Okay, coming up from Sand Beach, crossing the street here to go over to the Beehive Trail. Got a little bit of a hike to the top. It says Beehive Trail is 0.2 miles from here. And that's where we'll connect with that and go on up. Alright, and got a big rock scramble here. Just climbing up basically rock steps all the way. Gotta watch your step. Definitely a lot of things to get tripped up on. Alright, let's get some decent climbing now. Lori testing out her climbing skills. just slightly up from the Beehive Trail. This is just a short little 0.2-mile hike. Get up to the next little peak, so a little bit higher, and it's called the Bowl. There's a little pond down there. Now we get to circle back, go back down to the bottom. Alright, we're coming down off of the Beehive Loop, and we parked down by the Otter cliffs, so we're actually going to do the Gorham Mountain Trail instead of going on down, and that's going to meet up down near Boulder Beach and take Ocean Path back to Otter Cliffs. Alright, walking along the Gorham Mountain Trail here. It's been a little bit more relaxed so far. I think we're 0.4 miles from the summit, but it's still pretty rocky, but it's a little bit more of a dirt path in a lot of spots. Easy walk so far. Alright, well it gets pretty steep towards the top on the Gorham Mountain Trail. Looks like we're just about there. We're coming up to the summit of Gorham Mountain, looks like. Unfortunately, it's foggy. There's too many trees up here, actually. Alright, we're at the top of Gorham Mountain. Just came to the top. Still kind of cloudy, but you can see a road over off in the distance, some houses, the edge of Acadia, I guess. It's nice. Well, we're here on the trail, and it would be an amazing view if it weren't for all the mist and fog that we're experiencing right now. You can see just a little bit of a shoreline down there, but alright, we're coming down off the Gorham Mountain top. After you get past some of the scenic overviews, overlooks, it is steep down, big old rock steps coming down. Alright, just rounded the corner, there's Lori. Got a cool rock formation and a cave going all the way up. It's pretty neat. Alright, coming up to a cave. Get to walk through it on the Gorham Mountain Trail. There's a split that goes two different ways. You can either go to the left or the right. This is the side that is closest to the ocean. It's cool, just a little twisty turny rock path. Alright, well we decided to do one more hike in Acadia. We're headed towards the South Bubble and Bubble Rock, hoping for a little sunset hike. Alright, well we're on top. It's time for Bubble Rock. We did make it just in time for the sunset. You can see another sign over there on the top that's showing the South Bubble summit and the elevation. And we're going to go right over here, and there's a gorgeous picture area. So, all right, let's walk out and see what the South Bubble has. Beautiful. Off in the distance, you can see all the back here, I guess it's Eagle Lake going this way. All right, well this is the famous Bubble Rock on the South Bubble. Beautiful round rock perched just on the edge, look like it's gonna roll off any moment. Beautiful water in the background. All right, well we had a great time hiking here in Acadia National Forest. It's an amazing place. Hope you enjoyed.